when you need to recruit many applicants. In short span of time, you feel like you want to check the status of the recruiting and monitor the progress in order to know the problem and improve or find a solution to meet the deadline. In this video, I will show you how to create the real-time dashboard for your recruitment team using Google Sheet. And of course for free. And before we begin, we assume that we have 3 recruiters in our team. And they have their own Google Sheet that updates the information of the applicants every day. For the dashboard, we will create a new street that import the information from the 3 sheets, real time, and generate the charts. Let's begin. We have our 3 recruiters, James, Tom, and Abby, and they have their own Google Sheet, updating the information of the applicants, and then the status. And then there are 1 more Google Sheets, which is a dashboard. We will import data of the 3 Google Sheets, and then create 1 more sheet for the gathering of the information. And then we will generate the charts out of it. In Dashboard Google Sheet, we will create 3 tabs. James, Tom, and for Abby. And then copy the column names. And 1 more column for recruiter name. Okay, and then put the name of the recruiter. And then just copy 2 more cells. And then from here, we will get the data here using import range. Copy the URL. Put the range. Name of tab, James A2 until H. James A2 until H. Let's see. And again, we will do the same process for Tom and Abby. Tom, let's test if the data updates real-time. It's until row 21. Let's try to add 1 more Jack 14. If it's reflected in the dashboard, we added the Jack 14. Okay, the Jack 14 added already. After that, create 1 more tap team. And then we will use a query function together. All datas. First, let's copy the column names. And then type this query. Now you can see the datas from James, Tom, Abby are in one tab. Then using the data gathered, we will create a pivot table. Let's select All Range Inserts Pivot Table. The data range. We are not going to limit until I-51, because data will be added. So just put the big enough number, and then create a new pivot table. Row and column we have to set. In the rows, I will choose date of recruiting, and then no grand total, since data will be updated more. Column recruiters. So we will see each recruiters. How many applicants recruited every day, and the value. Applicant name. Here there are some column and then rules without data. You can just ignore it since we set the range until row 999. That's why there are some empty rows. Empty data pivot table just gathered including that. But we will just ignore it. And then let's create one more. Pivot table, copy. Taste. But this time, we will see which source of the recruitment channel was effective. So just edit. This time we will use recruiters and then in column, source. And the value, source. So now we can see which channel was more effective. We can see the Indeed.com was the most effective. And then referral and the JobStreet.com. And Abby recruited the most among 3 recruiters. As the last step of our dashboard creation, we will create one more tab. The name is Dashboard. And then we will add charts. Combo chart. Change to column and click data label. James also, column, data label. Stacking standards so we can see each recruiter's data by the date and then the grand total. And this is the empty column, we will just delete it. Grand total. Let's change it to grand total. Let's change it to line. Okay, this is the total. And then Abby, James, Tom. So we can see each recruiter's performance by date. And then let's generate one more chart. For the second pivot table, chart. And then for the second pivot table, x-axis, recruiter, and then the data is source. Now we have another charts showing which recruitment channel was effective. So we can see, indeed, com was the most effective. And then this chart's also real-time update. When the recruiters update their own Google Sheet. This dashboard, you can actually generate the dashboard for your marketing team like the lead generation. If you have any question, you can just leave the comments in the video. Thank you.